Hey guys, WWEKhanToolz back again for the weekly review. So Raw, it was Raw 18th of November 2013, and SmackDown, I believe SmackDown was 22nd of November 2013. So apparently it was pretty good. I'd say it was pretty good. I mean, well, at least better than last week and the week before. But it was a good Raw, you know. But basically, start off with Raw. Um, We saw a major return at the end with Rey Mysterio, but let's just get started off with the first part. The Authority returned after a week away from the job. Pretty much cost the Authority some peace because last week was a complete disaster with Kane, Randy Orton, and Vicky. So that's why pretty much Vicky would face her old rival AJ Lee, and Maddox would have the honor, so to speak, of battling Randy Orton one-on-one. And pretty much what happened was that Kane was actually absent for the thing, but Triple H and Stephanie wasted no time in actually trying to rectify the situation when they went in the whole stage, and pretty much they just announced that Vicky would go face with AJ and Maddox would face Randy Orton. So it's a bit of a, I don't know. The segment was a little weak, I would say. It wasn't very interesting at all. All I noticed was that Randy Orton kind of shaved his head completely. So yeah, that's all I noticed. But yeah, so I think the segment was a bit weak. So I give that 2.5 stars. Wasn't very entertaining. Wasn't very interesting, as I would say. But yeah, it was okay, to be honest. Um, well, pretty much the matches were pretty good. There was a new ICC champion, Biggie Langston. So that was pretty good. I mean, he was really good actually. He was the match was brilliant with I forgot his name now. I actually forgot his name. I keep forgetting his name. Curtis Axel. That's it. Curtis Axel kind of got a little bit carried away and actually just lost the whole match. So that was a bit, you know. Yeah, the whole Biggie and Curtis Axel was a great match, but before that, Brad Maddox versus Randy Orton actually happened with a no disqualification match, and the winner was actually Randy Orton because the referee wanted to stop the match because of Brad Maddox. Pretty much Orton brings it back in the ring and beats the hell out of Maddox repeatedly with the microphone, and the referee just stops the match because Maddox was really hurt. So yeah, and then yeah, Biggie beat Curtis Axel for the Ice Champion and is the new champion after the win. Biggie kind of celebrates with a big pop, and then pretty much the whole ending was actually the crowd were actually completely nuts when Biggie ran into the ropes, and then there was a big splash for a close 2 count, and then he goes for the he hits a big clothesline which made him win the title with the big end. So yeah, that's what happened. And then it was Ryback versus Big Show. So that was pretty. I mean, I've never actually seen this match. It was actually pretty tense, this match. But Big Show won the match when Show pushes Ryback off and knocks him out for a win. So that was a big victory for Big Show and a big loss for Ryback. So yeah, and then it was Vicky versus AJ. This was a little bit weird. AJ won the match and then locks Vicky with a Black Widow for a quick win. And then Dolph Ziggler versus Damien Sandow. This was a Broadway brawl, so it's kind of a theme for the Raw country kind of thing. But yeah, Dolph Ziggler grabs a guitar and struts like he was kind of like strutting like Jeff Jarrett, and he smashes it over Sandow's head for the win. And then Dolph Ziggler actually won the match, and then Dolph Ziggler tosses the symbols at Sandow as we go to the replays, and Ziggler does some air guitar to end it. So yeah, and then John Cena comes out and fans start booing him. He says he has a sling because of bad luck recently, and he sees footage from what happened at Raw and SmackDown, and he says that he thinks he may have come back too soon, but maybe that's not pretty much the case because he says how he will perform it in front of his whole family on Sunday and defeat WWE to retain the title. And he says that he's a little banged up, but pain is he says he describes pain as temporary, and he says that the champ is here. And pretty much there was a huge brawl. Cena agrees to take off the sling and actually start unloading on Del Rio. Del Rio slides off AA and then flees the ring, and then pretty much that showed a lot of cowardice. There was a big 12-man tag team match. This was brilliant. This was a brilliant match. I'm not really sure why they couldn't do this for the Survivor Series, but it was Punk, Bryan, Rhodes, Goldust, and the Usos versus the Shield, and Bray and the whole Bray Wyatt and the whole Wyatt family. So this was a brilliant match. I love this match. It was awesome. For pretty much, Bryan was at the end. Bryan was getting beat down, and then we knew that that he would that he would tag in on Punk, and then Punk finally comes in and unloads on everyone, and then it was all kind of everyone was getting involved in it. Like for example, like Reigns, and there was a spear on Goldust. Goldust hits the crossroads on Reigns. Rollins blocks a disaster kick and then power bombs Cody into the corner. Bryan and Punk double team on Rollins. Bryan leaps out onto Bray on the floor. Rollins goes out also, but then Punk nails GTS on Ambrose for the win. After the match, the real Americans rushed to the ring, and all the heat was beat down Punk and Bryan. And out of nowhere, the return of Rey Mysterio comes out, makes the save, and everyone was chanting yes. And it was brilliant. It was a brilliant return. It was a really good ending. Give the whole show, or give this whole match actually 4 out of 5 stars. It was brilliant. Give the segment, give the return 4 out of 5 stars. I'd be too nice. But the show was brilliant. I give it the whole show. I would give the whole show about 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was much better than last week. You know what? I don't really know. Actually, 4 out of 5 stars because Big E won the title. Rey Mysterio came back, and yeah, it was really good. So SmackDown, 22nd of November, Goldust and Cody Rhodes defeat the Real Americans to retain the championships. And then Ryback cut a promo about how he loves being a bully, and he issued an open challenge with the Great Khali. Ended up accepting. Ryback defeated the Great Khali, and Rey Mysterio and the Usos defeated the Shield. Big Show came out, cut a promo, and Randy Orton ended up cutting in at one point and then complained about not getting any help for their match this Sunday. Big E and Dolph defeated Curtis Axel and Damian Sandow in a tag team match. And then it was Luke Harper, it was Primetime Players defeating 3MB, and then the main event, Luke Harper defeating Daniel Bryan with a cheap kind of victory. Punk comes out, and then it was the whole Wyatt family beating down on Punk and Bryan to end the show. That was it, guys. I give the whole SmackDown 2.5 stars. I'm not really sure what actually happened in it, but I'll see you guys very soon. So rate, comment, subscribe, Twitter at WWEKhanToolz, and I'll see you guys very soon.